with no further ado, hello boyos, welcome back to whatever this pirate theme park is going to be. If you remember last time, I spoke about what to do in the entrance area to the right and whether or not I might put a ride in, and could make up my mind what I wanted to do. And ultimately I put a ride in, because last time, just talking about it, thinking about it, made me want to do it. And here it is, the grand unveiling of the ride that I decided to put over here. This is the area I'm speaking of. Didn't know what I wanted to do, so I decided I'm going to put a ride in this little splotch right over here. And again, keep in mind, this park is still in, construction phase. This is basically the start, but I put in a river rapids ride called the Crystal Caves, or Crystal Coves, if that's not an A, which is supposed to be an A. But hey, what are you gonna do? I don't have an A-shaped gem. So I did quite a bit between the last time and this time. And again, lots of theming going on that's going to continue. This is not in any way, shape, or form a finished project, but I started building out this little area here with the little water coming through. This is the area that you should already be familiar with, the main entrance area, this circle path going around here. I keep little by little making edits and changes up here and adding more to this top area, which eventually will enclose most of this main area. I do want to have some sunlight coming in this area. But as you come in, this is the entrance to the Crystal Caves. Just some plants and stuff here, some gemstones, aka crystals, and this is the river rapids going back here. Let me see if it's testing. It is testing. So maybe a raft would come by, but nonetheless, there's one. There's one. Whee! Yeah. Yeah, that's what rafts do. Yep, that's what they do. Alright, so we got the fast pass line going over here in between these rocks. Taking a shortcut. We have to go the long way, because we didn't pay all that money for this. We're the cheapos that just, regular old po folks. And we go this way. And here is the gist of the raft ride. I'm not going to show you guys the full raft ride because it's got a lot going on that's still under construction and development. But essentially, I have spent a lot of time on this. Here's my cue for the raft ride. This is not actually a rapid the raft will go down. This is just another little river flowing thing. But this is pretty much the end of the raft ride. And the queue area. This is getting towards the end of the queue where you're getting up into the ride station. And this is where that fast pass would take you to catch up. Put this little cool little video thing here, because it kind of looks like crystals and caverns and pyrotechnics, and there's a part of the ride that's going to involve at least some aspect of that to my generic way, because I'm not going to spend, years of my life putting together a Tommy T production, but I am going inside the caves and putting up some little lights and a little bit of choreography to it, but not much. And here, I wanted to put up this little roof area over this section of the line, the last little segment where it's wrapping around, give some people some shade. And I couldn't figure out for the life of me what the word was for these roof tiles that I wanted, because I wanted some type of awning, and essentially I could not think of that word, so I could not find any awnings. And I ended up using these metal roof things, which is not really what I wanted here, but once I built it, I realized the name of the word, because my brain was just, going kerfluffle on me. And Instead, we got a little metal roof, little tin roof thing going up here. But it worked out. It looks alright. It does not look bad at all. I'm not complaining too much. I just wanted to put an awning over this and make it easy and simple, and instead I ended up having to build a whole roof thing with the tin and some support beams and whatnot. After I finished that, some time later, I ended up being up here and realized as I found one what the word was that they call them in Planco, and it's awning, and there's a whole bunch of awnings in here, and they're everywhere. Look, let me see if I can type in the word awning. I kept trying to type canopy and I couldn't find anything. Oh, I'm in custom. I gotta go custom. There we go. Oh my gosh, there's 8 million awnings. There's a bajillion of them. But what does Dustin try and type? He can't think of the word, so he types canopy, and all he gets is these, like, that's not a canopy. Like, this I can't use for a roof. I put a bunch of those together, that just look weird. There's all these extra posts. Posts. I can't have posts everywhere. So I knew there's other canopies. There's other canopies. There's got to be other canopies. I've seen them before. I've seen them. They're everywhere. But they're called awning. Yep. They're called awning. And yeah, story of my life. Day late and $1 short. So I put up a couple little awnings on top here, so when you come on to this part of the ride, you can see some little piratey awning things. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I think so. Okay, so this is a new castle, another castle for the entrance. And you come in here and you will jump on a little raft, and you will take a river raft ride. But I don't want to show you guys too much of this yet, because it's a work in progress, like everything in this park. A lot to go. At some point, we'll go through the whole ride, and you'll get to see what happens when you go in this cave in here. But for now, psych! We're going the other way. And to show you a little more what I built, let me fast forward through here. Jump. I did finally get this coaster into a functional cycle so that it's a complete circuit, and I started doing some more edits to this. I spent a couple hours on that today, just completing the cycle, and then adding some more decorations and stuff to it, but that's still a work in progress. But I did get the shark connected to it. Yeah. So the shark does chomp at the right time as the coaster goes by. So that's pretty cool. But I just want to show you the river rapids and what I spent a ton of time on last weekend putting together. As you come back down here, you'll notice this is going to look almost, in some ways, completely different. Alright. So, there's the Whitewater Rapids. Yep. It makes it all the way down here before going back up. And I keep tinkering with what to do over here. At some point, I'm going to have to cover this up in some way. It's just a weird looking hole. Same on the opposite side over here. Yeah, just a weird looking hole. I got to do something with that. But I added like the rocks and the waterfall over here, at least a start to them. I'll put more in there eventually. But this is starting to really come together. Again, once I get a lot of this done, then I'll see what I want to do with the covering for the top of this mountainy thing. But obviously, when you go over here, this will have another waterfall pouring down. Wrong direction, because that's the end of the river rapids. And I want to have this water just pouring over this ledge, so there'll be one more waterfall pouring right in here as you come in. And figure out any additional little theming here. And nothing too crazy, but it's obviously very bare right now. But this was a little flat ride that I added. And just putting some little like temple pantheon kind of theming up there with that. Not sure how I want to do it, so like don't get too excited about any of this. Like this is cool looking right here, and I really want to do something with it because of the way I shaped it, but honestly, I just don't know if it fits with the park, so I might have to kill my baby right here. With this cool little arch, like a temple on top of that would be cool looking, but I just don't know if it's going to stay. Oh, there we go, the water raft coming in. So this is my whole idea here with the flat ride and the rocks. More to build out here, but I wanted it to kind of encircle the flat ride going down. And an idea what I got going on here. This crazy goober. So up here, basically with the queue for this ride, kind of want to carve out a little, just more of these like cherry blossoms, some nice looking trees in this area, and basically like a little temple. So this is going to be a little, the fire god, whatever you want to call it, I don't know, volcano. As you're coming out, you get like a little tribal. So there's a temple up here where, I don't know, presumably some crazy people thought there was like a godlike thing or demon or whatever. Yeah, just a temple by the volcano top over here. And yeah, I'm still toying with how far I want to go with the actual volcano and fire part, because all this is like an old volcano that's no longer operable. It's now just water, boiling water getting pumped out everywhere. And the lava is internal, but hey, throwing in a little lava here and there, you know, makes it more understanding of what this is. That it is in fact a volcano that destroyed the whole pirate colony. At least that's what's in my head. But yeah, that's what we got so far. So more temple stuff up here and cherry blossoms. This will be like a kind of quaint looking pretty area here. And then I'll probably just curve the landscape of the rock and mountain back here to cover it, because I don't really want this to extend back here at all. I really want to close it off here. And then I created this pathing here. I don't know if I'm going to keep it. Like, I didn't even connect the exit to there, because I don't know if I want to put the exit there or if I just want to have the exit like over here, and this will just be a path, and then maybe have the queue to the line start somewhere in here. But I don't know. Toying with it. We'll see where it goes. But that's where we're at. Just an update on what I've done, because I kind of started tinkering around and playing again. Today, most of the time I've spent has been on this coaster, doing a lot of like underground stuff, like in here where it comes to this pretzel. The bottom part of the pretzel under there, I added like some special effects and stuff, but and also did a lot on the other areas where it's underground, adding some effects. And let's see if we can see a little Sharky, little Mr. Sharky over here. Oh, I just heard it splash. That means it just left. Okay, well, as you see here, the shark is not randomly jumping any longer. He jumps as the coaster goes by. So we can try and fast forward. Wait, there he goes! Oh, fast forward too far. But you get a good glimpse of it whenever we get to ride the final product. Alright, that's the update for now. Thanks for checking it out. Hopefully I'll keep playing and have more updates soon, instead of taking another 6-month hiatus from the game. We will see. Alright, later guys.